In this video, we're taking a detailed look at the Tortuga Outbreaker laptop backpack. Check out packhacker.com for our written review and best buying options, link in the description below. So we've been using this bag for a little over 2 weeks now and just been really enjoying using it. It's just a really solid bag overall, really smart organization. So we'll just kind of show you how we have it packed out and how we've been using it. And let's just start on the materials. As you can see, this is just a super lightweight material. It's very lightweight, so it doesn't really have a ton of structure to it. So if you try to like grab the top handles and stuff, also to note, this bag is basically completely packed out, but if it's not, the handles can be a little hard to grab because the material just kind of like pulls away with it. There's not a ton of structure here, but that's not the biggest deal, just because it keeps the bag lightweight and a little compressible. Obviously, you're not gonna fold this thing up into a little ball or anything, but it does get pretty flat if you are storing it or just trying to, get it out of the way for now. We have two really nicely padded handles. This is some super thick, dense padding here. Very comfortable to grab. So one of those on the side and then one on top here. On the top, we also have a little loop in the back to hang it up. So if you're, at the airport and you don't want to set it on the ground, we don't blame you. We don't want to set it down either. You can just hang it up there. It does, as you can see, want to lean a little bit forward when it's fully packed out. We've had a couple spots where it's been like a bigger hook sticking out, so you can kind of hang it on both if possible. That's really the way to do it if you can. But otherwise, this back loop does a fine job. And then on the other side here, instead of a loop, we have a nice water bottle pocket. It does zip down and stay pretty flat here if you're not using it. So this is the way to do it if you have a smaller water bottle, is keep it zipped up like that. That'll hold it pretty tight. And then if you have like a bigger Nalgene bottle, you can expand it and really get a lot more room in there. But it's just kind of between those two sizes. There's no middle ground if you want it partially tight or something like that. If your water bottle doesn't fit in the tightest with it zipped here, it may just be jingling around a little bit more. So yeah, this one fits very nicely in the side pocket here with it zipped. Keeps it real close to the bag. The only thing though is with the softer material and the lack of structure, you can see the bottle is kind of sticking into the main compartment here a little bit. So that's why we just have it open. Yeah, there's more of a chance it'll fall out, but then it kind of has its own space to occupy. So let's set that off to the side. Moving on to the harness system here. The harness system really fits with the rest of the bag. There's no real structure here. I mean, it's just kind of, very soft padding. But it makes up for lack of structure with how wide these straps are. They stay really nice on your shoulders, very comfortable. Big, thick mesh padding with a lot of breathability on these straps. So they really do a nice job, very comfortable to use. And honestly, the lack of structure might make this bag a little more versatile for, if you like to have it down low, if you like to wear your bag low or higher, it'll kind of just bend where it needs to. So there's a pro there, I suppose. And then we have down here a nice sternum strap. This bag can get pretty heavy when it's fully loaded out, so we've liked using the sternum strap. And we also like that you have basically the infinite adjustability here. There's no one position, two position, three. It's just kind of, you can put it exactly where you need it. And it stays in place very well. You can kind of thread this through here and take it off if you want to, if you're not carrying as much. But we like having it on, and then you got this nice elastic to give it a little more stretch, and an elastic keeper on here to keep everything tight. So yeah, overall, just the harness system is very comfortable to carry, and it also tucks away behind the back panel if you want to check this bag or do more of a briefcase mode thing. If you want to get on the plane and have it be easier to slide under the seat, it just has these really thick metal clips here that just attach to the bottom loops. So we can take those off. And there's just a little piece of Velcro there keeping it together. And just stuff these in. And Velcro shut there. And so now we have a more just solid brick here, nothing dangling. And so that's great for airline travel. And there's also a luggage pass-through here. But this also shares the same space as the straps when they're packed. So it can be a little difficult if you want to put the luggage top through here and also have the straps packed, just because when you're putting it through, it can kind of push the straps out the top and get tangled in there. So if we were using the luggage pass through, probably best to keep the straps out. And now that we have a clear view of the back panel here, we'll just do a quick talk about this. This also has super dense padding there. I mean, you can see how thick it is, maybe like half an inch to an inch there. It's that same mesh, super breathable, porous foam. It's very comfortable to carry. However, having just like 3 really tall things sticking out of the bag, you can really feel exactly where the pads are. It's not like a full, soft experience on your back. You can tell that only this part's touching your back, only this part's touching your back. So if you're really finicky about back panels and padding, may want to look elsewhere. Otherwise, for most people, this will be a very comfortable carry with this just super thick foam. So that's the outside. Let's get to the inside. Starting with the front here, we just have a little quick grab pocket. Not too much depth here. We just, you may want to just keep thinner items in here. We've been using this one just for our headphones and just the charger for them. Just like having them here, so if you're running to the gym or something, or like about to go to the store, you can quick grab them out without getting into all the main compartment of the bag. And then underneath that, we have another quick grab pocket. This one has considerable more depth to it, where this one's more flat. This one probably has a good inch of depth here, if not more, maybe inch and a half. This is where the key clip is, so if you want to clip your keys in here if you're not going to use them for a while, this is a great spot. So you got considerable more depth here. This would be the better quick grab pocket if you wanted to put, your wallet, phone, keys, or anything like that while you're running through security. But for the most part, we like to keep our phones in our pockets, but it's a good dump pocket if you just need to throw anything a little bit bigger in. Onto the front spot here, this is kind of the more organization pocket here. So you have a couple little sleeves here, 3 pen, pencil, stylus pockets, which for us is fork, Sharpie, and pen. And then underneath that, you just have a lot of flat liner pockets for any sort of like cards or small notebooks or anything like that. We don't really carry around a ton of those, so we just got a trusty Tide pen in case we spill something on ourselves and have to go to a meeting or something right after. Always good to have one of those around. And then just a nice big stretchy pocket. This one has a ton of stretch to it, whereas these ones are more stiff. Here we just have our luggage scale for just weighing all the different bags that come in, making sure that all their measurements are accurate. And then we have a little bit bigger one above that. As you can see, takes up quite a bit more room. Pretty similar size to these compartments here, but just anything you need to put on top that'll stick out a little bit more. This pocket does go all the way down to this zipper, so it stops here. That's how this compartment in the front gets a little more depth to it, is because it's separate from this one. This doesn't go behind this pocket or anything. So you can put stuff in the bottom here. It's just going to be really hard to get to, especially if this bag's fully packed out, and then you can get some like weird lumps in the front here. So we don't put anything too crazy in there. And then just a mesh zipper pocket here. We just have some screen cleaner, got a couple screen cleaning cloths, and just a little bottle of screen cleaner there. Works great for computers, phones, anything like that. And then up top, we kind of have a more, I wouldn't say secret pocket, because you can obviously see where it is right there. But that's a great spot to put a passport. You know, you can just unzip the bag a little bit, grab it out if you need to, but it's still secure, you know, behind two zippers, so it's going to be harder for somebody to get into that, you know, versus if it's just one zipper away right here. And then we have a nice little tablet pocket here. Just got a little pouch in there. It's got this super soft material here. It's like a fake faux fur type situation, and so you can fit a tablet in here. The only thing that's a little bit counterintuitive there is the faux fur. You'd probably want that on the screen side just to keep it nice and soft, but then your screen is facing outward, which isn't ideal. But you know, it's just a nice soft padded pocket on the one side there. And it is, yeah, the size of a tablet. So zipping that up, we'll get into the main compartment here. One thing we really like about this bag is that it kind of has a separate spot for your tech stuff and your, you know, clothes and more travel stuff. So this is where we've been keeping, you know, obviously the clothes and stuff. Perfect size for, we got 2 packing cubes and a Topo Designs camera cube here. And that obviously fits perfectly there. The depth is like really just right for that sort of stuff. And then we have on top a nice little spot. We have a toiletry kit here in the top. And then in the bottom, we just got some more like quick grab type toiletries. Like if you've been walking around for a while, we just got these little wipes. So just if you need to kind of just get some sweat off you, and then just a little thing of solid cologne here. So if you just need to kind of refresh yourself before going out to eat or something like that, we got in that pocket. And then, you know, toothbrush and toiletries, all that good stuff in this top one. So what we like is that this is kind of separated from the, you know, tech area. So you can really just keep all this closed up until you get back to your hotel or hostel or Airbnb, wherever you're staying at, and you don't really even need to get into that pocket. And then if you're, you know, working, being a classic digital nomad out there, you have this tech area in the back, which again, separate from the clothes, so it's super easy to get into without, you know, all your clothes and stuff getting in the way. So starting on the top here, you have 3 mesh zippered pockets, 2, you know, small medium sizes, 1 large one on the bottom. We just have some over-the-ear headphones in here when we need to do some serious work here, really need to tune everything out. And then on top, we have an adapter and a mouse. The trackball mouse is obviously a very large mouse, not the greatest for traveling, but if you do like to use it, it does fit in this pocket there. And then on the other side here, we have just a little tech pouch just for little bits and bobs, any sort of little adapters you need to use. And then a charger, power cord here for obviously charging your laptop and all your electronics. And then I just have an extra battery for the mouse in here because you never know when that's going to die. So it's always good to have a backup. And so that all fits nicely in here. It doesn't stick out too much. You can still, you know, have a laptop in here, no problem. We also have another tablet-sized pocket here. This front little sleeve, you can see it goes to this stitching right here. And it's also got that soft. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, that soft inside here, just on the one side. Now this really makes more sense than the front pocket. So if you put your tablet in here with your screen to the fuzz, then it's sticking towards the inside of your bag, which is what you want there. So we would be more inclined to put a tablet in this pocket than the front one. And then you have this nice laptop sleeve back here. This is pretty thickly padded, and this actually has the faux fur on both sides here, again with a lot of padding. So you don't really need to use a case with it, but it does fit a case. So this is a case for a 16-inch MacBook, so which really makes this about the size of like a 17-inch computer. So this will fit and accommodate some of your larger computers as long as they're not too crazy thick. But so it doesn't need the case, but it does fit it. And so we always like to proceed on the side of caution. And if it does fit, why not put a case in there? So overall, this is just a really great one bag travel with the clothing and stuff separate from the tech. You can really just get what you need when you need it versus trying to dig through your whole bag. And obviously the fully opening on both sides really helps out when you're just trying to pack and access everything. But yes, we've been really enjoying this bag overall, and actually we're going to continue to use it for a little bit, so make sure you stay updated with our usage timeline. And so there you have it. The Tortuga Outbreaker laptop backpack. Check out packhacker.com for more information and best buying options. Link down below. We'll see you in the next video.